Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, and when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
There's no denying he is a passionate and productive NFL quarterback. But as good as he is, Mike, he just hasn't quite found a way to get over the hump to join that upper echelon of elite quarterbacks. He has this big arm. He can sling it all over the field. But that big arm is also what gets him into trouble sometimes. He needs to find that happy medium between taking care of the ball while still being aggressive. And if he can do that, they'll have as good a chance as any to come out on top.
The reception for Rashid Shaheed. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8. Hurts working in the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. It's a give now to Kamara. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Carr working out of the gun. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On first down, it's Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. One more time, they try Barkley. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. That's on the former All-Pro Lane Johnson. good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now Kamara. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and 5. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Carr. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's their punter now, and he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more. And here in the first half, Mike. I mean, how about the performance of this offense and especially the quarterback? I mean, they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will get out in front 17-7.
Saints 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Left side into the hands of Olave. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This is caught down that right sideline. 17 yards that time to number 17.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Now Carr. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles up their lead. It's now 24-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
Now, a 2nd down throw from Carr. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
1st down throw for Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back is Carr. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Hurts working in the pistol. Now he takes off. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Now Hurts. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? it takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The shotgun. It's Carr. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Carr. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half. Have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
2nd and a yard. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Nice run there by Barkley, and he certainly surprised a lot of people in free agency. Not only that he left the Giants, but that he chose to sign with one of their biggest rivals in the process. He now joins a loaded Eagles roster, and having him in the fold will certainly help as they try to get back to another Super Bowl here in 2024.
A first down throw for Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead.
Saints 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. First and 10. Carr working out of the gun. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Second down, Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Carr now on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Carr from the gun on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Pass is caught by Olave. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Throwing is caught. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Carr to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
A 47-yard attempt.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we've got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls, it's been intermediate shots, it's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Man in motion is Smith. Hurts looking to throw on first down. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles stretch things out even further.
Eagles 45, Saints 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st down, Carr. Shaheed with the catch. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action with Carr. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now, Carr. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will go all the way. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 45, Saints 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley.
Chase Young on the tackle. Looking at 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
To throw is Carr. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Really showing off the elusiveness after the catch. That's a gain of 26. First down throw for Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back is Carr. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Kamara. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the ground, it's Kamara. He is in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints are able to edge a bit closer. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st and 10, Carr. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30. Carr working out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. A gain there of 11. First down, New Orleans.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now Carr. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Carr. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Carr now on 2nd down. That is caught by the tight end, Juwan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Third and long. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Brandon Wiggins in formation for the Eagles. The Saints take over 3rd and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw from Carr. This one complete right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, New Orleans.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.